Hi, welcome to Anything Goes. Today's episode got a little messed up and there's no video footage. So
we filmed it all and it was stuck on one
Just
of the
us.
camera angles that wasn't right. So, but we decided that this episode we didn't want to trash it and we couldn't refilm it because we didn't think we could replicate what we had already talked about.
Yeah.
it was too important to delete. So
Yeah.
we still wanted you guys to listen to it and just be able to hear it.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't think it's boring because
Right, there's no fun on it.
Yeah, there's
but
no fun. It's all serious.
It's all serious.
It's very serious.
Very.
So
A few trigger warnings. There
Yeah.
is some mention of mental illness, suicide, and sexual assault. So,
Like
cut this
triggers you,
yeah,
or
if
like
any of that triggers you, please feel free to just turn the video off.
Yeah.
Don't feel obligated to watch it.
That's it. Here is this week's podcast, but audio.
hi, welcome to Anything Goes. I'm Ellie,
I'm Georgia.
I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Peyton.
and today we're going to be talking about mental health.
In school.
And COVID.
Yay.
A more serious.
Yeah.
Very.
I don't know how I'm going
Way-
to edit this episode when we're talking about, like, depression. And I can't be like,
Harry Potter's flying across the screen.
yeah, literally.
Or Patrick's doing cartwheels.
Yep.
Can't do that.
Nope.
That's
Sorry. That was
So who's depressed? Glad we got that covered.
okay.
Dude, we did not have this planned out.
Yes,
do
we
we
do.
like
We
each want to individually like touch on why?
We're depressed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's different reasons. I mean, not every single reason, but
I said you start.
Oh, I'll start.
I can't start. I don't even know if I can say half that stuff.
just lightly.
Yeah.
So, where do I start? I feel like I'm... Okay, anyways. Well, so I'm not, like, diagnosed. You know, I just feel the ways I feel.
Mhm.
Otherwise, anyways. It's just... Life is so... Like, it's so much pressure for, like, everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just, like, takes over. And it's too much. And it's hard. I don't know if, like, that's a good way to explain it, but, like, with everything going on, just, like, I can't do it anymore.
Right.
It's just too much. And I'm, like, wearing, like, the other couple of weeks ago when I got super sick, my doctor was like, you're stretching yourself too thin. Like, just take a break. Like, focus on getting feeling better. So, like, those couple days I was just like, because I'm used to doing so much, like, go, go, go.
Right.
So, like, a couple of days to do nothing, it was like, although I was sick, it just, like, felt nice to just, like, relax. Because
Mhm.
everything is, like, crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my story.
Snaps for Georgia.
Want me to go?
E.
Okay. So I'm like the same way. Like I'm always doing something. I'm never home. But at the same time, it also feels like I'm repeating the same day every single day. Like just over and over and over again. And because, I don't know. I'm also not diagnosed, but I definitely know that, like, there's something going on. Because there's always pressure. There's always, like, I'm always worried about what other people are thinking, and I'm always worried about, like, oh, am I gonna do good on this? Oh, I'm gonna, like, fail this quiz, or, like, something like that, and I'm, like, always, like, but I can't. Or if someone tells me, like, again, like, I need to take a break, like, you're going too fast, I'm like, I can't take a break from anything. Like, if I skip a day of dance, then I miss all the choreography. Like, I can't miss any pom. I can't, like, any form of dance I can't miss. And it's really hard because it honestly really affects my mental health because I'm always worried about, oh, does this person think I'm good? Like, does my teacher think I'm good enough? Like, or does my body look good in this costume? Like, do I have the right body type to be a dancer? So like I'm always so focused on like what I look like at dance, and I just think that is like really really hard, and it just hurts your body like physically too. Like I've had so many injuries that I don't even like tell people about because I don't want them to be like, oh, you're faking it,
Right.
or like, oh, you're just making it up and you like aren't actually hurt. You're fine. Like, oh, she's just doing that for attention. Like, no, like I'm actually hurt. So, yeah. I know.
Snaps Rally!
That's really. I guess it's my turn.
Wait, don't. I need to fix my pants and the way I'm sitting because I'm really uncomfortable. Okay, go.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm technically diagnosed or not, but I used to, go to therapy, and when I, like, signed up, I did, like, this paper, and it was a whole bunch of questions, and it asked if, like, anyone in my family had, like, any type of mental illness or anything like that, and, like, there are people, like, in my family, like, that have depression and, like, other mental illnesses, so, I mean, I might not have it, but, like, it's in my family. I need to stop talking with my hands. It's in my family, and I used to do therapy, like I just said. Cheer was really hard, like you said, with, like, injuries and stuff. Like, I had so many injuries this year, and it was weird, and I felt bad because I wasn't trying to be, like, all down about it or, like, have an attitude about it, but it was, like, terrible. Like, I got shin splints for the first time. It was not fun, and having to, like, tumble and throw your body over and land super hard and, like, have that experience of, like, the shin splints, it wasn't fun. I think I, like, did something with my ankle at one point, too. It was a lot for a lot of different reasons, and cheer was just very stressful, and I was not a big fan of cheer this year, honestly. I still love cheer, but this year
Well, I
was
get it.
not for me. For some odd reason, I have, like, so much homework, and I didn't even try to sign myself up for that, because, like, you know, senior year you have, like, 4 electives, and, like, I mean, all of my classes are electives because even my English and math class are electives because I got to choose them. But, like, I have so much homework, and this is, like, the only class where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm happy I took this class, because then I would literally have, like, 3 other classes where I would have homework because I only have 5. Yeah, I only have 5 classes, and if I would have did 3, yeah, you know
Yes.
what I mean. But yeah, it's just so much extra stuff, and it's just really stressful. And, like, when I was sick those 3 days, like, I missed so much, and, like, tomorrow being the end of the marking period, like, my teachers aren't like, oh, I'll give you extra time, like, everything needs to be, like, turned in now so they can grade it now. But it's, like, hard when I've been sick for 3 days and I literally couldn't do anything. Like, I was dizzy. Like, it was really bad. When I tell you, like, it was so bad. I had never been sick before. Like, I thought I had COVID. Low-key, I almost, like, it was really scary. But, like, I tried to do my, like, work and stuff, but it was so hard to, like, concentrate, and, like, my head was, like, hurting from, like, severe lights, like I had a concussion or something. It was just really weird, and it was, like, it's so stressful. Like, none of my teachers really care that I was sick for 3 days, and I only have, like, today to finish everything.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, I guess.
Snaps for Jasmine!
Sorry,
can't
this
do-
is really sad.
This
guys.
is
I know,
really
this is
depressing.
really deep.
Wow.
It's okay. Everyone's going through their own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This might, like, help somebody else
Yeah.
Right.
watching this video.
You're not alone.
I was just
You're
gonna
not-
say
yeah.
that.
Me.
You can do it. I believe.
I don't even know, like,
I mean, you could talk about school. You don't have to, like...
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have to get like
I don't
into
know.
it.
the cause of my depression.
No, trust me.
A lot of stuff. I don't even know. Like, I don't even know where to start, like,
Oh, I was
with
like, yes,
anything.
you do.
No, like, I know. I just don't know where to start. Because, like,
Yeah.
My hand is like, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Squeaking.
Hmm. I talk so much, you'd think that I'd be fine with talking about like this. Why is everyone staring at me? I'm trying to think of like where to start. Like, I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to go all the way back to your childhood.
My
'Cause,
childhood.
I mean,
repressed
if we're talking
memories.
about childhood,
Right. I don't know.
that's a whole other story.
Okay. Okay, you guys started with like whether you're like actually like clinically diagnosed or
Yeah.
not. So, I am. Cuz I started seeing a therapist freshman year because I was in a like extremely abusive relationship and my parents were like, you need therapy." And so, when I started seeing her, I got like clinically diagnosed. So, I have I can't even speak now. Severe depression. So that's so fun. And then I stopped seeing her for a while. But that's because she got fired. So, yeah. But I have a new therapist, and I really, really like her.
Good.
But I don't even know. It's just like a lot of like stuff piling on top of one another. Like, because I have like still a lot of stuff I'm working through from that. Even though that relationship was freshman year, still like a lot of like trauma and sexual trauma I'm going through and like working through. And then I don't know. I feel like there's still like I'm always like preaching about like love yourself and like crap like that, but I think I still have a lot of room to, cuz like I like to think that I'm an independent person, but I feel like my mental health is just like when like like me, like I jump in and out of relationships because like I feel like I'm just looking for like validation from someone else when like I could be like providing that for myself. So like I don't know, and I feel like that I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I'm all over the place. But like yeah, just like things like piling on top of one another because we have all that, and then school, and then I don't know, like I was sick like a lot of times like the beginning of the year, and I just like fell behind in school from them, and now I have like till midnight today to get caught up on everything. And I'm like, oh crap, because I'm like failing nearly all my classes right now because I just don't have like the motivation to do school right now. And I don't know, I feel like even when I have like the free time to work on it, I just don't want to. Like I can't get myself like to actually like get up and go be productive. Like I just want to lay in bed. So
That's how it is. Like, snaps for Peyton because she shared.
We love you, Peyton.
But like there's just no motivation to do anything
For
anymore.
literally nothing.
Yeah.
Literally
And
nothing.
I know this is like sounds weird, but like last fall when we only had the 3 classes, I felt like I was more motivated to do things because I had less to do.
right.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah,
like
makes
I
sense.
can get it done because there's less of it. But now that there's more of it, I'm like I don't think I can do it.
Right.
There's like only like I always say I was like I feel like I need an extra hour in the day to get things done because there's just like so much, and I feel like the teachers are like, okay, you had an easy year last year, like
Right.
this is gonna be a little bit harder, but you guys can do it. And I'm like, well, can I
Right.
do it? Because like
Yeah.
we went from like well, it was my freshman year, like we went from like hardcore school and then we just did nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like we didn't do
'cause-
anything in the spring,
No.
and they were just kind of like school's over, and so it was like, oh, okay. And then they kind of eased us back into it. Like last year we had an easier year,
Yeah.
but then
But that's
now-
what we've been used to. our
Now
whole
we're
high
just
school.
thrown back
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
like
Like it's
They're
been
just
2
like-
years since we've actually did school, and now
yeah.
they're
It's
like,
just thrown
pushing
back
this
at
on
us.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we like even though last year was like kind of easing us into it,
It's still
not the
completely
same
different.
because we went from like
Because we got used to that like routine.
Right.
we got used to like the half day, like
Yeah.
the short day. Like that was so nice because I was like, okay, I have all my classes, but I have time after school. Like I'm not spending all my time there.
Right.
Like I have more motivation to do things when I'm here less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, we're here 8 hours a day, and then we go home. Half of us have extracurricular activities plus a job, and then go home. And what? It's like 10 o'clock, and then we have to finish a essay that's due at 11:59 or a project that's due the next day, and teachers are like, well, you had all the time in the world to do it, but did we really?
Right.
Like, just because you think we had the time doesn't
Right.
mean we actually
Yeah.
had the time
The
to do it.
teachers, not all, but most
No, not
teachers
all.
think all you're doing is school.
Yeah.
And that's not true for a lot of people.
Right.
Like,
Or
yeah,
that
there's those people that
it's
just go to
just their
school.
class.
Right.
Or then it's,
It's
like,
not.
go
We have
ahead.
6 classes,
Yeah.
not just your class.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or then it's like the class where like they give you a bunch of homework, but then you say something like after school, like you email them and they don't answer. So, like
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
Or
working
till like
really
hours
hard.
later.
Like I'm working so hard to do stuff for you and like not for you, but like for your class to
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
because I want to do what you assigned to me.
Yeah.
But like if I need help and like there's not like it's not
Help being
available,
given.
Right, because they're
Yeah.
always like,
I'm like I don't
answer
know
my
how to
emails.
do it. And
Yeah.
then I come with it not done and they're like, well, why didn't you do it? And I was like, well, I didn't know how. And I tried to get help, but I couldn't. It just, it's hard because, like, I spend so much time and I work really hard to do my stuff. But then when I can't get it back, it's like, well, then
Right. Also,
What?
sorry, go ahead.
what do I do?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Going on with that, like, you don't get any help. Like, I feel like there's lots of things like I work so hard for, and I put like all of my effort in, and then I don't get any like. And I know that sounds like I'm like begging for attention, but like
No.
getting some validation when you have worked so hard and put
Yeah.
all of your sweat, all of your energy, like even like tears into something, and you don't get any like
recognition.
recognition. Yes, that's
Yeah.
the word. For it, it sucks.
Mhm.
And not even just like school, like literally anything.
Right. Because it feels good to have someone notice
Right.
the work and time and energy you're putting into
And
something.
even just like noticing it, not being like, oh my god, like I'm not like begging for attention.
Right.
Just like
Acknowledging
that looks
it,
good, or,
yeah.
like thank you
Yeah,
for doing
just like
that.
something like
Right.
words of encouragement. Like
Right.
'Cause
words help
'cause if
more.
not,
than
like-
it
teachers
makes me
even
not
know.
want to do it.
I was gonna say after a while, then you just start to like doubt yourself
Mhm.
if you're not
Yeah.
hearing it from someone else. Like you're
Yep.
doing a good job, or even just like I'm proud of you.
Right.
Then you're like, okay, what am I doing wrong? So
Mhm. What is that buzzing?
I have no idea, but I can still hear it.
I think most of everyone's stuff comes from school.
Yeah.
a
like,
lot of it does, yeah.
Or
A lot.
school related things for sure.
'Cause,
Right.
like, I know
Hold on.
for me, it's hard to come here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes,
Like-
every day.
This morning I was like, I can't do this.
Like, I don't know, 'cause, like, something about just being in these buildings just doesn't feel good. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't, I'm like, I don't, the, like, atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be here, so there's like literally nobody wants to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's somebody that's like, oh my god, I can't wait to go to school today, then I am jealous of you because I've never heard that come out of anyone's mouth.
Yeah.
And
And
it's,
like,
oh, go ahead.
but like compared to senior me and like freshman me, like
Mhm.
freshman me used to literally dress up every day,
Yeah.
put on jeans, put on a crop top,
Mhm.
and go to school, be all happy or whatever, and then come back to like. I used to do that freshman year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, like, senior year, I literally wear leggings or sweatpants to school. Like, I
Yep.
literally do not care. Like, I don't care what I look like. I just want to get the day over with. And
Yeah.
it's not just, like, senioritis. Like,
No,
No,
it's
it's
for
literally,
me
like-
too, and I'm a
Yeah.
junior.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's some freshmen that feel how I feel right now.
Oh, for sure.
You just
So-
don't have like the energy to do
Yeah.
it.
Like my freshman year, I was always wearing like cute outfits, and then
Mm-hmm.
when we were on virtual, I would always try to like look good.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I just want like.
Yeah.
I don't
Or
know,
then
it
when we
made
came
me
back for
feel-
hybrid, I was like, oh
Right.
my gosh, I need to dress up. Like, I haven't
Look
gone to
cute.
school in so
Uh-huh.
long. Like,
and then
this
now
is fun.
I don't care what I look like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I, just
I don't even
care
remember
anymore.
the last time I put makeup on for school.
I don't remember last time I wore jeans. I'm serious. Like, I don't
This
remember.
is the first time I've worn jeans probably since like the first day of school.
I
I
don't remember.
lost my leggings, so I've only worn jeans since.
And, like, I don't know, like, my first through third hour,
Mhm.
I'm just like, okay,
Yep.
one more class, and then I have broadcasting.
Yep.
Like, one more,
thank
two
God.
more, like, I'm almost there.
Mhm.
'Cause,
Yeah.
like, just something about coming here, it feels like school's, like, we're not in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I love
'Cause
this
we love
class.
each other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I
'Cause, like,
also sorry.
No, like Kyle sent that message last
Yeah.
night.
Oh
my
Did you guys
God.
see
Yeah.
it?
Like,
Yep.
And I just gotten home from dance. It's like 10:45, and I was eating my dinner, and I was like, "This is something I needed to hear today," because like walking into this class, I just feel like, okay, I have people that support me
Yeah.
and like will accept me and like
yeah,
do like care.
Yeah.
And then I feel like once I walk out the door, it's like all gone away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
going. Sorry.
There's just something about like, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but like other classes can have atmospheres like this. Not that they have to like we have full power of what we do in this room, but like giving that like like some sort of energy just
Yeah.
about this. Like not that, but like we don't need to be like this is what we're doing every single
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
give us some room to decide.
Yeah.
Because then that's just gonna make everyone enjoy being here
Yeah.
more.
Right.
Yeah, like going from here to early college is like completely different. And like, yes, that is technically a college class, but we're also high school students.
Right.
They're giving us 4.5 hours of work that we have to do before we're back for the next class. And we have it every other day.
Yeah.
So like today is the day that I have all of the harder work.
Yeah.
And those assignments take up to 4 hours.
That's insane.
And not just for me. It literally says on the thing, this will take you 1 to 4 hours.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And it never takes only 1.
Yeah.
So going from this class with amazing people, going up there to like all the negative energy with these people, like, oh, I don't want to be here. It
Right.
sucks.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. Yeah, that class is hard. But it's still like, sucks.
Yeah.
Going off what like both of you said, I definitely feel like it's because of Mr. N. Like I feel like other teachers say they understand and they understand
Mr.
like we're
N.
stressed,
But he really
but
gets it.
Mr. N actually understands, and I'm not trying to diss any other teacher,
No, no.
but
no,
like
no.
Mr. N is like the only teacher that makes it known
Mhm.
Yeah.
that like
And
He puts the effort in
Yeah.
to like make us feel like we're cared for.
like
Guys, I'm
other
gonna cry.
teachers
yeah.
like
We
other-
love your dad.
like other teachers are like, oh, we're gonna do a hour's worth of work on a half a day. Like why?
Right.
Like you don't we
He literally got us a pizza the other day.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like-
maybe it's just because I'm his daughter, but
I mean, like, we're not saying buy us pizza, but,
No.
like, just understand us more as students. Don't
Mhm.
say you understand, but then do the opposite of
Right.
what you're preaching.
Because
like-
like I walk in every day and he can tell if I'm having a
Mhm.
good
Yep.
day.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally
or a bad day.
without even saying
And
anything.
No, I could just walk in and he'd be like, "What's
He's
going
like-
on?"
No,
Are you
yeah,
okay?"
he's like,
Yeah.
what's wrong?
And he's someone I feel like I could go and tell this is what's going on,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he's like, "Okay, like let's see how we can."
fix
And
it.
like, if
Right.
you're having a good day and you tell him something positive, he's gonna feel
He gets so
happy
excited
for
for
you.
you, no
And then
matter
it's
what.
like just watching him get like excited for you just makes like you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just and it, teachers like we're not constantly talking with him,
Yeah.
like telling him like our whole life story, but like he knows if we're if we're down or if we're
Yeah.
like up.
Yeah.
And that's something you can see on everyone.
Yeah.
So the fact that like other this not dissing the other
Right,
teachers,
no.
but like you can tell if someone's down or up. So like if they're down, like ask them if
Yeah.
like what's going on, if they're
Yeah.
okay.
Because like your job as a teacher, it's not just to teach the material. You're being like a like I don't know how to put it in a like a what's the
A
word
figure.
a figure like an
Right.
adult figure like
To
for
these-
for those kids like you're not just teaching them the material in class like you're teaching them life lessons.
Mhm.
And if you blow off whatever they have going on, that kid is going to like carry that, with them. They're going to be like, okay, they don't care about me.
And like there's some days where I'm like I can't do it.
Yeah.
And I feel like teachers need to be like I mean, if you're saying every day I can't do it, then like
Yeah. Right.
But like if there's like a day like every couple weeks where you're like I can't do it,
Yeah.
I feel like that there's like a okay, like it's okay this time. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do it when you can.
Like, freshman year, my mom and my dad obviously let me skip so many days of school. And I shouldn't say skip, just not go to school because I could physically not do it.
Yeah.
Even freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, now I feel like if I do that, I miss so much.
Yeah.
The teachers are like, why weren't you there? What were you doing? It's none of your business. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, it's your business, but
No, your
if-
personal stuff
if
is
I
not
don't
their
have like a
business.
doctor's appointment,
Right.
then you can obviously, if I don't tell you that I'm not going to be there, then there's obviously something wrong.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have to share that with the whole entire world.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
so.
Last
just
year, sorry, I didn't mean to cut
No,
you
you're
off.
fine.
Last year, I think in like May it was, I was like going through a lot of like crap, and my anxiety is so bad, but it got to the point where I was getting like physically sick because of how
Right.
bad my anxiety was. Like I was getting 0 sleep, so I was running on no sleep, and I was getting like sick all throughout the day, and having like huge like panic attacks, and it got to the point where I was like literally puking. This is gross, but puking up blood because of how much I was getting sick because of my anxiety,
Mhm.
and I missed so much school because of it. And some of my teachers, I had like great teachers last year, but some of them were just like, yeah, whatever.
I feel like, again, not all, but some teachers think that if we say something's wrong, they're like, oh, you're fine, like, or, oh, you're faking
Like it's
it.
just an
Yep.
excuse.
Right. And obviously, there's not, like, there's plenty of teachers that actually care,
Mm-hmm.
but then just those few that are like, oh, you actually, there's nothing wrong with you, like, you're fine. Like, really?
Yeah,
There is obviously something wrong if I'm not coming to school every day
right.
and I'm not doing work because I'm not motivated. And it's just like, you can at least, like, try to care.
Yeah, right.
And I get it if they have stuff going on too, but they're in a room full of what, 50 maybe students? Like, probably
Yeah.
not that many, but in some classes there are that many kids. But
Yeah, like
you
30
can
to
tell.
40 kids every
You
hour.
can tell
It's
that
like
there's
us
something
ranting.
wrong.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
rant.
Sorry.
No,
That's
you're
okay.
good.
I don't know.
It's
I just said the first number that came to my
Yeah.
came to my mind.
What do you guys do to like cope? Because obviously, you don't
So-
come to school like the well, you probably
I
do, but
Okay, that's a good question. Whenever I'm like sad or just like super stressed out and I just like I can't do it, I lay in bed, which is not a good way to cope, but that's what I do because
If it works for you, then
yeah, I'll like take a bath and I like calm myself down and I just lay in bed, watch my favorite show,
Mhm.
and it helps. And I mean, if being alone helps you, then that's perfectly fine too. Like
yeah.
if someone's like, "Oh, you're sad. Why are you alone?" Like, because I want to be. Like, you don't have to surround yourself
Yeah.
with people if you're sad.
sometimes you just like need time to
Yeah.
yourself.
And that's how I
to
cope
work
with
through,
everything.
yeah.
I need to be alone if anything like happens or if I'm like super anxious or sad. I need to be alone, and people sometimes don't understand that, which I get. But also, if I say that I need to be alone right now, then you should be like
Respect that.
respect it
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So.
I just try, like, it kind of just depends on what the
Mhm.
reason why
Yeah.
I'm feeling that way. But, like, it goes two ways. It's like, one, I try and, like, I have a couple people that, like, I rely on a
Mhm.
lot and have done a lot for me. And so there are people I go to. And also, like, being alone.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take a minute and be like, okay. Sometimes I lay on my floor and just stare at the ceiling
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's like staring at the ceiling, there's nothing there. And so I'm like, there's nothing to worry about if I'm looking at nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, yeah,
I
I
really
just
hope
lay
you-
in the dark and just like don't think about anything. Sometimes we
Mhm.
like
Sorry.
we have those meditation app things
Mm-hmm.
and like laying like not meditating but like just listening to those people like
Yeah.
be like, okay, take a deep breath. It just
You have the voice for it.
Yeah.
yeah. It's just like it kind of calms me down to like, even though it's probably a robot or I have no idea who the person is speaking, knowing that they're like, take a second. Like just hearing someone say like, take a second, take a breath, it like helps me calm down.
For sure.
Yeah.
What is
Do
this?
you want to go or
Do you want me to go first?
it doesn't matter? Do you have something?
I don't know. I feel like my coping like skills I feel like are all over the place. Like
Yeah.
I don't have like I don't know. My therapist is always like, okay, we need to come up with new like coping mechanisms. But like I don't know. It just like you said, it like depends on
What it is, yeah.
what it is and how much motivation I have to like do something. Cause like I
Yeah.
like sometimes I like like I'm a very like spiritual person. So
Right.
sometimes I like if I'm going through something, like doing spiritual work and doing manifestation to make myself feel better. And then other days I just don't have the energy to do that. So I'll just like you said lay in bed. But I don't know. I just like being alone and like watching a show I like. This is weird, but I always like having like if I'm upset, I like having hot apple cider. It always
Oh,
makes me
yeah.
feel better for some reason. And then I don't know. I honestly sometimes it's just like being with like a close friend of mine. Like a lot of my close friends don't live in Grand Blanc, so I can text them.
Mm-hmm.
But I have like Gavin, my best friend.
Yeah.
Like I'll just have him like come over, and even if we're just like sitting there not like saying anything, it's just having the company
Person
and
there.
knowing you have a shoulder to cry on if you need it. So
That's
Yeah.
how I am with my mom. Like,
yeah.
if anything's wrong, I go to my mom.
Mhm.
Because,
Yeah.
and I have, of course, people around me, but there's nothing like your mom
Right.
when you're upset.
Yeah.
So,
But like too, like you said, laying in my bed,
Mhm.
there's like I've started to realize it more that I like see it play out, but like I can't always lay in my bed
Mhm.
because like there's things that like if you lay in your bed like while you're doing school, you affiliate your bed with school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then
Yeah.
you can't sleep. So like sometimes like when I'm upset or anxious, I don't go in my bed
Mhm.
because then I'll affiliate laying in my bed with being upset.
Right.
Mhm.
So like that's why I lay on the floor.
Yeah.
Is because
right.
I
no,
don't sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
So like, because then I can't like say like, because sometimes when you get in your bed, it's just like comfortable
Mhm.
and like it is comforting, but like I don't want to train myself to be like, when you're sad, go get in bed.
Right.
Because then it's like, when you're sad, you're in bed. Because like I'm not always sad when I go to sleep.
Yeah.
I
So-
lay in my parents' bed when I'm sad, actually. Not
I
mine.
sometimes do too.
I
yeah.
always go in my parents' bed, even when they're not home. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm home alone and I'm, like, scared, I can't be home alone. Another thing, like, with my anxiety, I cannot do it.
Yeah.
And, of course, I have to be home alone sometimes because they both work a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just go lay in my parents' bed with my dogs and, like,
Dude, yeah.
cuddle up, but, and, like, because I get so nervous.
I've gotten better about that. I could not be home alone like freshman year after like
I still
everything
can't.
happened because like
Right.
I
No, I get it, yeah.
was paranoid that like that person was gonna show up since they threatened to, so I couldn't be home by myself because like my anxiety was making me like literally
Right.
convince myself when like looking straight forward if I saw something out of the corner of my eye I'm like fight or flight,
Right,
mode.
yeah.
But I've gotten better about that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. So
That's too. I'm good at, not good because it's not good that I do it, but like convincing myself
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
something
Yeah.
and when I know
Mhm.
it's not real.
well, yeah,
yeah.
because I overthink so badly that like
So,
oh god.
Jazz is coping too. We have to
I know,
remember that.
just one more thing. Yesterday,
Yeah.
get home from Palm, walk up to my freaking door. The door is shaking. The windows are shaking.
What?
And there's this like banging sound in my house. So I sprint back to my car. I get in my car. I call my mom. I'm literally like shaking. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? Mom, there's something in the house. So we live right next to a gas station. So I like go through my neighborhood. I go through the gas station, and my dad's on his way home. And my neighbors go over there, and they hear it too.
Yeah.
And when they walk up to the door, it stops.
What?
I didn't want to go in my house. I was so scared. And like, so my dad and I went home, and there was nothing. And there still has been nothing since.
That's insane.
Was it your dog?
No, my dog wasn't home.
Oh.
Plus, I gotta go soon. But
That's so
go ahead.
weird.
Go quick.
Uh,
well, not go quick.
I have
We'll
different
wrap it up.
coping mechanisms. Like, if I'm like sad and I feel like I'm gonna cry, I like cry in the shower.
I
Yeah.
do that too.
I love crying
Yep.
in the shower with like sad music. Like when I used to go to therapy, my therapist would be like, "Do you listen to like sad music when you're sad?" And obviously I lied to her because when you start therapy, you don't know the
Right.
truth about anything.
Yeah.
And she was like, I was like, "No, I listen to happy music when I'm sad." And she was like, "Yeah, I just don't understand why people do that when they're sad." I was like, "Yeah, I don't understand either." But like that's literally all I do. Like I would just listen to more sad music if I was sad.
It helps.
Yeah.
Because it just
feel
helps
that
you get
someone
all of it
relates.
out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even just crying.
Yeah.
Like you're releasing all of that
I
emotion.
might itch.
I rant in the shower
sweating,
when
so
I'm like
nervous.
upset.
Oh, dude, same.
I'm like, I'm like, I hope no one can hear me
Yeah.
because I'm like, this is making me so mad. I'm so angry. Like, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah, and I do lay in my bed sometimes. I mean, like, who doesn't lay in their
Yeah.
bed when they're sad?
Right.
But I like listening to like music on full blast too,
Mhm.
like any kind of music, not just sad music.
I like screaming in my car.
there's a fuzzy.
Like,
Yeah.
scream singing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Singing. Like,
Adele in the car
Like
goes
on my way to
hard.
dance, like blaring "All Too Well" by Taylor Swift.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm over here with like my screamo music, so I'm
Yeah, I
like,
know.
Satan.
All right. Wow.
Do you have anything
Yeah.
else, Jess?
Not really. It's just like so many different ones. I can't even think of all of them at like right now.
Yeah.
There's just so many. I have so many different ones for like different times that I feel sad.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It just depends on what type of sad I am.
And what works best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom's been like, "Do you want to start therapy?" And I'm like, "Yes, but I'm scared."
Yeah.
I'm always like, "What if I like don't know what to say?"
It's not for everyone,
Right.
but I think it's always worth a shot
For sure,
because it can be really nerve-wracking starting it, but sometimes like you need a professional
Mhm.
to like walk you through, because like having your parents and having your friends there for you is like fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But,
But-
sometimes it's not enough.
Yeah, sometimes it's not enough, and sometimes they just don't know what to say.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
Or
they-
they say the wrong
Yeah.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes it's just good to have like a professional, opinion
Yeah.
there with you. But I get that. When I did not want to start therapy when I
No,
first started.
Not
I
at
was
all. I was forced.
so mad. Yeah, same. But now that I'm in it, like I'm so happy that I did it.
Yeah, like I literally, like my mom was like, "You need to be in therapy," and like the reason I went
Mhm.
into therapy was because I was having thoughts,
Yeah.
and she was like, "You need to be in therapy. I don't even understand why you're having these thoughts. Like this is crazy." And
Mhm.
I was like, "No, I do not want to go. Like this is not
Right.
something that I wanted to do." And like obviously I was forced, so I had to go. And so my first day, I go in there and like, the lady that I had, I wasn't expecting her. Like I was expecting, I don't know, like some like fancy guy with like glasses and like with a notebook
Yeah.
or something, like off like a movie.
They're
or
like lay on
something.
the couch and rant to me.
Yeah. But like it just was like really chill in there. There was like a couch, and then there was a table with like tissues, and then she was in her like rocking chair, and she was just like really nice, and like she
Mhm.
wasn't what I was expecting, and it was like super comforting like
Good. Yeah.
to talk to her. And like we didn't talk about my mental health or anything. She would literally just ask me about my day,
Yeah.
and it would just like that would make
Oh,
me feel better.
Yeah.
Like just asking me like, so what's going on in your life? Like,
Yeah.
it was just really comforting.
Yeah. Just be nice to everyone.
Because
Yeah.
we can
Everyone.
definitely do another video on
We
this.
can.
Oh, for
yeah.
sure. We definitely will. Like me posting all of the like happy things on my
Yeah.
Instagram
Yeah.
story and then this.
It's like love yourself.
No, I try to encourage other people.
Live, laugh, love. No, that's good.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love.
We love you guys.
Be
Thank
kind
you for watching.
to everyone,
You're not alone.
or else.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.